that oil. That left lane must be a little bit tighter. What do you think, Earl?
There's no question that the left lane is tighter, and you can see the ball reaction of Mark Williams' ball. He gets it out a little bit too far. Remember I mentioned there's an out of bounds. If you get it outside that 6 or 7 board, that's where he got it. That out of bounds is oil, and the ball just won't come back.
Ooh, and it almost bounced up there, but Mark Williams has his second open in 5 frames, giving Scott Alexander a 14-pin lead as both players are wading through the mud here, struggling.
Not the kind of match we expected from these two guys. I actually thought this would be the highest scoring match of the finals. If I felt that Williams would get past Mosier, and when he got to Alexander, this could be a 250, 240 type situation. There he's deep into the lane there and still couldn't hold it back. Looks like he's getting a little soft with the ball speed. The deeper he gets, it's sometimes when you're way deep, it's hard to get the ball speed you need because your body won't open up enough. And you can see he doesn't understand what's going on, and if he doesn't, nobody else does, that's for sure.
Cross lane at the 4-7. If conversion will keep him in the lead by about 12 pins. At the spare, and not even close. Another open frame.
Don't understand that one.
This Sunday, March the 3rd at 8 p.m. Eastern Time from the United Center in Chicago. It's NHL on ESPN as the Detroit Red Wings invade the Chicago Blackhawks. The Red Wings are on track to capture their second consecutive President's Trophy.
Here's a spare shot that I just find hard to believe from a good player like this. He's in that oil that I mentioned in the middle of the lane. Nothing's going to hook in that oil. There's a puddle out there. Nobody's going to hook it in that area of the lane. And why would he shoot the spare in that way? Why not go cross lane like you're supposed to do and try to the spare? It doesn't make sense.
Well, it's half a match long right now, and they're both even with 73 in the 5th frame. So we're all even halfway through the second match. Earl Anthony and I will be back for the completion of match number 2. Right after this, stay tuned.
There is a match.
Oh my, best shot of the match for Mark Williams, the solid 8. That's just what they call the PBA solid tap right there. That solid 8-pin. That's just so disheartening, especially when your opponent's on a strike. You figure it's time to make a turnaround. You made a great shot, and you get a bad result.
At the single pin spare. And has it. So we enter the 7th frame. Still all even. The only difference is Scott Alexander leads, or doesn't lead, but has a strike to work on. Right now, nobody's been able to put 2 strikes together. Mark Williams only been able to get 1 strike in 6 frames. Well, there's his second strike. He has several bowling balls there on the rack. 2 of them at least are the same color, so it's impossible for us to tell without some inside mole information whether he's changing balls. Well, we found from our mole that he switched back.
Our mole?
Our mole, yes. We have a mole.
Well, I would prefer to call him the PBA's observer down there.
Okay. Scott Alexander has not gotten the ball to the right side of the head pin on lane 16 yet.
You know, right next to that observer that we're talking about, or the mole as you called him, is their PBA National Tournament Director, Johnny Campos. He and his wife Janine just celebrated their 5th anniversary on the 27th of February, and Johnny misses her. Wishes he could have been there. There's a look at Johnny Campos on the left. And the mole.
Dave Schroeder is our inside information person from the PBA. Congratulations to Janine and Johnny. So we head to the 8th frame right now, still all even, and the advantage shifts to Mark Williams as he has the strike to work on, plus the experience.
Experience is a key factor, no question. You know, getting back very quickly to Dave sitting down there, there's a look at Mark Williams. I call him the red-headed wolfman there. Anyway, getting back to Dave down there, he does so much for us for these telecasts, giving us so much information to work with, and statistic-wise, things of that nature. We just couldn't do it without him.
Oh, this time the 10-pin doesn't fall. So the 2-4-10 is there as we see Dave Schroeder keeping score along with John Campos. John, by the way, is the official scorekeeper down there. It's his score that counts.
He just learned to keep score last week, I understand.
Well, he went through the CD-ROM thing to see that we...
Oh, I see. Okay. Just joking, John. If you're listening, I'm just joking. All right, tough spare. Try to slide that 2-pin across into the 10. Got to hurry. Never get there.
Wow, he just totally lost on these lanes. And no apparent hope that he's going to figure it out either.
Well, it's a shame because the bowlers competed all week on a lane surface that's and with an oil pattern that is exactly what's out there right now. It's just that sometimes with the amount of play that they get with the practice session and everything else they're doing, they just can't seem to ever get the right ball reaction. You see Mark Williams getting a double and taking command of this match.
Well, you would expect a veteran like he is to take command someplace in the match, which he just did, leading now by 24 pins as we head to the 9th frame. This ball reacts much better, though, it seems like to me, Earl.
Well, he's very fortunate that he has the opportunity to go back and forth with the bowling ball because no one's pressed him. No one's really pushed him.
Well, now we find out from our inside information people that Mark is using one ball on the right lane and another ball on the left lane, as we've seen many players do. And as we bring you this inside information, ESPN brings you all of the scores, as we always do, at 10:30 and 50 past the hour. And, well, the pressure's off now. We know that this is not the result we wanted, but it doesn't happen. 240s don't happen every time when you're on television.
That's right, and you're referring to his win in the PBA National Championship last year. 246 is what he bowled in that game, and